Hey, I'm Steve. I just got something in the mail and decided, what the heck, I'm gonna make a little video and show it off. It's been a long time since I've just gotten something in the mail, been excited about it, and say, you know what, I should really just show it off. It's been a while since I made a video like that. So, with no further ado, let's get to it. Alright. So right here is the box. Big freaking box. Really long and tall and all that stuff. Anyways. You've got, oh, look at this. Look at this stuff. Oh my gosh. Alright. This is that big power hand thingamajig. You know, I mean, you know, you put your hand in it and then you move it and the fingers move and stuff. And not only that, I also got like these little add-on pieces you can stick to it. I mean, you got some kid here with like, I don't know, I mean, you got some light, then you got a laser zapper, which is nothing but like a little vibrating thingamajig to quote-unquote shock someone. Now, it says, collect both power hands, left hand available online. Now, I find that to be BS because I have actually gone and looked for a left-handed power hand, and I couldn't find it anywhere. Matter of fact, I couldn't even find the freaking company that made this thing, you know? I mean, what it says, Creative Designs International, CDI. Yeah, I've looked for that, and I haven't been, you know, I can take a look again. I could be wrong, but I know I've looked in the past and haven't really found it. I've only found right-handed power hands. I would like to find a left one. Now, I personally am right-handed, so normally I wouldn't care, but it would just be awesome to have like two big power hands. Now, why am I so excited about this? Why did I even decide to buy this thing? Well, first of all, I got it from Toys R Us. I bought it from Toys R Us, the website, so I got it online. Normally this thing sells for 30 bucks. Yeah, 30 bucks, believe it or not. So that might seem, excessive or expensive, but the fact of the matter is, they had a sale for the holidays and stuff, and they slashed the price of this thing in half. So I got this thing for like $14.50, and then they had these add-on parts for, I think this was like $6.50, maybe $7. The reason I'm really excited about this is because you can use this as like a power fist if you're going to be putting on like Space Marine armor. Yeah, and there's not a whole lot of people out there that have like a Space Marine costume. I myself don't have one, but this would be an awesome thing to base your costume around. I mean, it's a giant fist. I mean, all you got to do is just like take some bits of plastic and make like a gauntlet thing that like, it's not just the hand, but it goes like all the way up to your elbow, and suddenly you've got like a giant power fist. I mean, you suddenly have a power weapon you can just carry around and like grab things with. But if you were to be like this kid here and have like two power fists, no, that kid right there, the kid with two power fists, I mean, wow, holy crap, that would just be nuts. I mean, seriously, you'd have like two power fists. So then you could put like Wolverine claws on the thing, and suddenly you've got lightning claws. It's awesome. And like I said, I got this add-on parts just to make the thing, you know, look, you know, bigger, badder, meaner. I mean, here's what the original looks like. Here's the picture of the thing out of the package. So that's what it looks like right there. And then you got the thing with the add-on parts, exact same model, exact same color, and it's got all these extra parts on it. So it just looks bigger, badder, meaner. I mean, look, this thing right here looks like it could be projecting a power field around the power fist, so you could punch through enemy armor and stuff. So anyhow, I'm just gonna go ahead, take this stuff out of the freaking package and put it on, and see what it's like. Okay, so I'm back and I've got the stuff out. This is essentially what you're getting. Alright, we got the big old power hand here with some instructions. Basically, it's just safety stuff. And then you've got your add-on armor bits here and just instructions on how to put them on, including ads. And again, once again, here's this kid with like 2 power fists. One of them is like a left-handed version. Now, just a note on the left-handed version. While taking the stuff out of the package, I looked at the box, found their website. It's called like cditoys.com. So I went to their website. You can't buy anything there. It's just like a list of saying, hey, here's some stuff that we make. You can find it at these stores. I didn't bother looking long enough to try and find the Power Fist, since I actually have been to that website before. I have to know that you can't buy anything. So I figured I'll put in a Google search. Google search turned up a few links. One to like a link on Amazon where apparently you can buy a left-handed Power Fist, and the link, there's nothing there. It just says currently unavailable. So I said, okay, well, hey look, there's a Facebook link to CDI Toys. So I clicked on their Facebook link and they said, hey look, you can buy a left-handed Power Fist on Amazon. I'm like, really? Click. Same page. You can't buy one. So I figured, what the heck, I'll call up the phone number they had on the box here. Apparently it's too late to call them. Customer service has already gone home. So, you know what, why don't I give out that phone number? You can find the phone number anywhere, so it's A-okay. Here it is on the box. It says, questions or comments, please call 1-888-TOYS-CDI. So you can figure out what numbers go to those letters. Or you can write to them. Or you can visit us on the web at www.cditoys.com. Now, I suggest trying to call them and getting a hold of a customer service representative. They're probably going to give you a runaround and saying that, oh, it might be available soon. But, I mean, since they have pictures of, like, this kid with, like, 2 Power Fists, I mean, obviously, the thing is, they've made at least one. So, I think it's just bad customer service and distribution and whatnot on their end. But yeah, if you're looking for a left-handed one, you're gonna have to call them up and really bug them. But you know, enough with that stuff. Let's get on to the actual Power Fist. All right, so it's just this thingy. The thumb is really loose. You're gonna have to put your hand in this little bitty glove here. Now I have pretty small hands for a guy, and if you were to look on this thing, I mean, here it's, I mean, the glove stretches. I've used this the model that was on at the store, the display model, and I've seen like videos online of guys like using this thing. You can barely get your hand in there. If you're like a big-handed guy, you're gonna have to somehow modify this thing. You're gonna have to get your own glove. You're gonna have to put these control strings onto your own glove. You're gonna have just a big project ahead of you. If you're a guy with small hands like myself, then guess you're in luck. You should be able to barely squeeze your hand in there. And then we've got these armor pieces, and so you got these things here. Let me put it on the bed here. You got your armor pieces right there. So let's get this crap going. Alright. So you got your armor pieces, your hand, and the thing is supposed to just fit on really simply. You just take this piece here and just snaps on. There you go. And it comes off just as easily, so there you are. You got all these joints for the knuckles and stuff. Alright. Now, just to be sure that I'm doing this right, I'm going to pull out these instructions here. Okay. So obviously there's 4 of these with like the gray tip. So there's 4 of them. They're obviously going to go on the fingers and not the thumb. There's 5 of these, so 1 goes on the thumb, and then there's 4 of these. I don't know if they're all the same. They were just in a different part of the packaging. Actually, yeah, they look a little different. Okay, so whatever. So essentially, you're just going to take these things and just, you know, stick them on here like this. Okay, so the ones with these round thingies at the end, they obviously go on the end of the fingers. So there's 1 for each, and then like a 5th one for the thumb. So you just put it on, and they're supposed to. The green thing faces towards you when you're wearing it. The rest of these things just go on like regular. So you got where the instructions show. You put your blue ones on, your gray ones on next. The gray part faces towards the end of the finger. Then you got these thingies, which there's like a green part on it, obviously. So the green part faces away from you. And then the last one goes on the thumb. Now you've got an armored power fist with, I guess, like a power field projector if you're going all 40K and stuff. You got these 2 straps here, one for like your wrist and one for your palm, just so this thing doesn't slip off. Let me go ahead and see if I can get this thing on with my not so giant man hands. Wow, that's a really tight fit. Okay, so I can just barely get my hand into it. Go ahead and barely put the freaking strap on. Loop this around here. And now suddenly I've got a power fist. And the thing just mimics your movements. There are like these strings here. So when you move your hand, see that string there? It just mimics your movement. So you need to be really careful with this thing or else it'll just break. Now to move the thumb, geez, there's not a whole lot you can do with the thumb. Honestly, but you can if you're only supposed to use this to like pick up light objects, so like foam balls, plastic cups and stuff, like it says in the instructions and stuff. Essentially, unless you're a guy with really tiny hands, and I thought my hands were small. Jeez, this is just insane. So if you're gonna like, if you have like homemade power armor that you wear to conventions or like big tournaments or whatnot, and you wanted to have like a power fist, unless you're a small guy with really tiny hands, I mean smaller than like my hands, you're probably gonna have to modify this thing somehow. I don't know how you're gonna do that. I'm not a technical genius. Other people can probably figure it out. I mean, I'm sure that this company, CDI, which is also like a subsidiary or owned by or partnered with Jack's Toys, aren't gonna make like an adult version of this. Like, hey, adult men, I'm sure your wives will be happy if you spend $50 on like a toy. But it is interesting. I mean, you got this whole fist thing going on to the, and if you really hate someone, I mean, you know. So I'm disappointed, but only because I can't really fit my hand in here. If I were a kid, I'm sure I would be absolutely ecstatic with this thing. But like I said, I can barely fit my hand in this thing. So, anyways, this is my review for the big power hand. So, if you were looking at one of these things and were thinking of picking it up for a kid or for yourself, make sure you have small hands, and go to Toys R Us like right now, because this thing at like $30 is a little expensive. I'm glad I didn't pay $30 for it. If I had paid $30 for this thing, I would have been pissed at it not fitting me. But at $15, I'm good. So, final verdict, big thumbs up. So anyways, that's all I have for this time, and I am signing out.